Good morning, everyone. This is gonna be an update on Hurricane Milton. As you can see, the sun has arisen on Milton. We're getting a lot of new data in this morning. I'm gonna make this quick though because we don't have much time until this thing makes landfall this evening, and all preparations should be rushed to completion. And with your emergency plan in place and being acted upon now. Please be sure you're in a safe location before strong winds and flooding occur. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk through some of this data real quick. Let's go ahead and hop into where we think the landfall will be. You may notice we are expecting now a Category 4 hurricane landfall near Sarasota, between Sarasota and Bradenton, Florida. That's kind of where we're thinking the eye will track, and then we'll move off the coast of Florida through Melbourne, Satellite Beach area. That's kind of where we're expecting the hurricane to exit. So again, Category 4 landfall, weakening to Category 1 throughout tomorrow overnight to a Category 1. Let's go ahead and take a look at the graphic. Again, major Category 4 hurricane at landfall. That's 130 miles per hour is the designation for Category 4. We're expecting around midnight tonight to be when this thing makes landfall and to push off the coast of Florida by afternoon on Thursday. But again, the remnants of the wind and rain will stay behind it till about early morning on Friday. So this is a fairly quick mover. It's not going to hang around a long time, but that doesn't mean we won't have threats such as heavy rainfall. As you can see from the graphic, we're expecting anywhere from 12, 13, 14 inches of rain just north of Tampa, just north of Orlando, kind of in a narrow band just north of wherever this thing makes landfall. And that's where we will see the highest amount of precipitation fall, and then bands scattering down gradually from out there with a large portion of Florida peninsula seeing 6+ inches of rain. This comes with the flash flooding potential. There is definitely a high risk of flooding with Tampa Bay, Orlando, and any of these heavier bands of rainfall that do occur. I've been talking about this all week in terms of when we can expect in the suds. The suds just came down just due to the location that the storm's in and where it's hitting. We are expecting 10 to 15 feet from Anna Maria Island down to Boca Grande, kind of being the area where the maximum storm surge will occur. So if this hits you, Tropha is basically one story, so be on the second story of a building if possible, if you chose not to evacuate. Tampa Bay, Antelope River, Bonita Beach, you can expect 8 to 12 feet. Um, Chaleski, 5 to 8 feet. Um, and then elsewhere, anywhere from 1 to 5 foot of storm suds. Even on the west coast, as this thing's moving off, we can see 3 to 5 foot of storm suds. From Sebastian Inlet all the way up to Edisto Beach, South Carolina. Palm Beach, you may get 1 to 3 foot of storm suds down there. Peninsula, Panhandle, Florida, 1 to 3 feet is what we are expecting now. Let's see. Let's go ahead and look at the tornado risk with this. So, zooming in, you can see most of the Florida peninsula. It has a 10% risk of seeing large violent tornadoes with its hatched. So just south of the landfall is really where we are going to expect the highest risk for tornadoes to occur. Um, so large violent tornadoes. Obviously take your precautions with that. With flooding and storm surge, it does make it more difficult. You want to not be below water with this, but enter a room, all of that's good stuff. Definitely wise precautions. Um, Again, you need to be wrapping up your precautions now and settling down for the next day and a half, 2 days, and power getting back on. So do expect to lose power with this if you are in Florida. Um, Looking very likely. Um, as I go back to satellite, just want to say a couple things before we wrap up here. Trying to keep this video nice and short, so anybody that needs the information can get it fairly rapidly because time is of the essence today. But you can see had a well-defined eye overnight, and then lately it's kind of gone through a replacement cycle and just looks very cluttered, very disorganized. We expect that eye to reappear on satellite um, in the next couple of hours. But what's happening is this storm's just reorganizing. It's going broadening out by 10, 20 miles on each side. And the overall intensity is going to come down a little. Still going to be a Category 4 at landfall. But kind of avoiding the Category 5 winds as it moves into a less favorable environment for stronger storms, stronger hurricanes. And I'll leave y'all with this composite radar of the hurricane. As it loads, you can see kind of more well defined on radar. Florida, you're dealing with a lot of rain this morning. Some of the winds starting to pick up. Definitely starting to take your precautions. The outer bands are just now starting to reach towards the east coast. And I did want to also show y'all the time of the wind arrival. So give me 1 second. So we're going with earliest reasonable time of tropical storm force wind arrival is 2 p.m. on the west coast, and then around 8, 9, 10 p.m. tonight on the east coast of Florida. That's kind of where we're expecting the winds to arrive earliest. And most likely we're talking about mid-afternoon today on the west coast, and Thursday morning on the east coast. So yeah, again, let me switch back to the radar here. Nice well-defined storm here. A lot of precip falling ahead of it, so we're going to kind of help that storm surge push a little bit more inland. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Again, keeping this video kind of short, just so those that need this information can go out, act on it. Again, finish your preparations as soon as possible if they are not done, and then get ready to hunker down with water, non-perishable foods, bathtub full of water just in case. And yeah, stay safe and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll try to keep y'all posted. Probably will do a video tonight, just doing an update on where the storm is at, so make sure you're notified of that. And yeah, appreciate y'all watching, and catch you on the next one. Bye.